Hello, this is Ramona again. Yesterday I was talking to you about life. I was basically talking to you about an incredible, inspirational gentleman who'd come out of intensive care called Hilton, who saw life and the world in a completely new way. We were talking yesterday about living life and looking at how we could spend every day of our lives. In other words, today being an absolutely new day. What I want to talk to you about on this session is basically to talk to business owners. We are all as business owners currently living in such challenging times. Our whole world has come to a stop, and most of us are trying to figure out what to do. Most of us are in a situation where perhaps fallen in that gap and we can't find any financial support from the government. We're trying to figure out all sorts of different ways and means of trying to sustain our businesses and actually survive. What I want to ask you is, are you reactive or proactive? Very often in these situations we tend to be reactive and we just wait for things to happen and then we start doing something about it. Those of us who actually want to be successful and want things to happen and want to live that day to day and embrace life and embrace the future are basically having to think about being proactive. So what I'd like to say to you is that why wait for something to happen before you act? Why don't you start trying to use this time to plan the future with imagination and wisdom? When our world comes alive again and business takes off, you have to be ready. In other words, have you made a plan? Do you have a strategy? Have you set yourself personal and business goals? Phew, you're probably looking at me and saying, my goodness, Ramona, so many questions. I'm so confused. I'm trying to pay my bills. I'm trying to sustain things at the moment. I'm trying to keep my family together. And now you're asking me to sit back and plan the future, a future that I don't even know what's going to happen, where it's going to start, where it's going to end. Let me tell you something. If you don't plan, then you're just going to be procrastinating and sitting here and never going to be ready for when everything kicks off again. So let me say, why don't you be proactive? Start thinking about your future with imagination and with wisdom. Remember, today is a new day, a day you've never lived before and you're never going to live again. Remember, it is about choices and the consequences of those choices. And please let me help you. If you want to have a chat, please email me, ramona@rdg.global, and have a look at my website, ramonadagama.com. Please stay safe, take good care, and start thinking about where you want to be when all of this stuff goes through. Because you know what? It's going to go through. We're going to get through it all, and we're all going to be ready when business kicks off and when life kicks off again. Take care for now. Bye-bye.